What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, y'all. What's going on? Okay, y'all having a good one? Y'all having a good one? Well, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm really having me a good one because I got my hair cut. Okay, my skin is glistening. Okay, as Sexy Red would say, and I just feel good about myself right now. Y'all know that y'all, if y'all been watching me for a long time, y'all should know that anytime your boy get a haircut, he always feeling himself. You know, like Beyonce and Nicki Minaj do. Y'all know this. I'm always feeling myself every single time I go and get this haircut. Okay, and can't nobody tell me nothing. Then I got these little dangling earrings on and shit like that. But to be quite honest, you guys really make me feel good, to be honest. Like, yeah, all the compliments and stuff. I'm not really good at taking compliments from people, but I really appreciate all the compliments that you guys give me. So shout out to y'all for always making your boy feel fine and loved and all those type of things, honey. Okay. Now y'all do know that we start the lives off every time at the 5 minute mark. Y'all know that. But before we get into that, let me let you guys know about tonight. Now, y'all do know that tonight is the Chasing Panel podcast. Y'all do know that. But because the episode of Chasing Dallas was pushed far back, that we should be going live tonight at 11 o'clock Eastern time. We should be. That's if the rest of the gang don't mind. We're pushing it by pushing it that far back, but because the episode don't come out until 10 p.m. Eastern time tonight. So because it don't come out till 10 p.m. Eastern time, we will have to push the panel back to 11 o'clock p.m. So hopefully the gang is fine with that being pushed back to then. You know, that's the time that I got set for now is 11. But if we have to push it back to tomorrow, we will let you guys know because it ain't our fault that it's pushed back to 11. The actual show don't come on until 10 o'clock. So, you know, we go live right after the show. So the show don't come on till 10 o'clock. So because it don't come on till 10 o'clock, I'm guessing that it's going to be an hour long. So being that is normally 45 minutes to an hour long, we're going to push it at 11. And like I said, that's pushing it, but we'll see how it's going to go. Let's see. Scotty, can you shout out my baby Chloe? She graduated kindergarten today. You got me through my postpartum with your lives. Well, shout out to baby Chloe who just graduated kindergarten today. And thank you, Christia. You have been on my panels before when I did my lit live chats. You've been a long time supporter of mine. Like I always say, I remember names. I remember names, like especially ones from way back in the day, like people like Christia and people like Feisty and people like CCL Freak, like those are or people like Kendra Anderson. These are people that I remember from long from when I was Mr. Still Standing. There may be some people's names that may have changed over the course of time, but there are some people that's been around for this. Ooh, why is the Chasing Panel thing still up here? There's people that been here for a long time, long before I became Scotty by Nature TV. So they didn't see me in from rags to motherfucking riches. Okay, literally rags to goddamn riches. Now I ain't rich yet, but I got me some money. You know, I upgraded my look, so the riches. So this is what you mean by the riches, but it is what it is. So shout out to all my people. Y'all know I always got to give my Scotty gang all the love in the world. Now, before we get into the live, because we're about to get into the 5 minute mark, shout out to my moderators that are here. We got Feisty, we got Kendra, we got Bree, we got Kimmy, we got I think those are all the moderators that I have right now. Scotty, are you hosting the panel tonight? Yes, I am hosting the panel tonight. Yes, I am. So with that being said, that's it. That's all. So let's go ahead and get into the live, y'all. You know, the goal is to hit 100 plus people in every single live that I do. We're at 93 people right now. So let's go ahead and get into the thing. All right. Now, let's open this up with Miss Remy Ma. That's the first person we're going to open it up with, Remy Ma. Now, if you guys don't know, Papoose new girlfriend Clarissa, I think she went to the Breakfast Club yesterday and she, you know, had some things to say about you know, she spoke on Remy and Pap and not really said nothing disrespectful, to be honest. Like she was just basically saying that, you know, he's in a situation where, you know, he got to figure some things out and work on some things and get all this stuff settled. But right now they're happy, they in love and stuff like that. And she felt like it was an elephant in the room when it came down to the Remy Ma situation, and she already knew that they were going to ask her questions about it. Now, for me, I didn't see nothing wrong with the answer. Like, I felt like she didn't really disrespect Remy. She didn't say nothing out of bounds about Remy or nothing like that, but Remy just didn't want her speaking on her, to be quite honest. So after that interview then came out, Remy had a lot to say about Pap and Clarissa Shields after seeing the recent interview, okay? And she's upset because she told Pap for Clarissa not to mention or speak on her at all. So she feels like every time Clarissa does an interview or makes a post about her or anything like that, she's going to go and drag her every single time because she acts not to be spoken on. So let's go ahead and get into what Remy had to say, and then we'll be right back. And I got this from Got the Scoop. So let's get into it, y'all.
Very, very clear. Very clear. I am not holding nobody. Listen, I am not holding anybody. I'm not that girl. I'm not the girl that's going to hang on to somebody that doesn't want to be held on to. I'm not the girl that's going to wait while you trying to finish whatever you doing. But that ain't me. That would never be me. I'm out. I'm out. I've told Papoose. I told them, why don't you tell this stuff? Why don't you tell your current come up? Because that's what it is. Tell your current come up. Don't say nothing about me. Maybe not even say nothing about you until shit is what it is. I'm in here on my TVs. You know, me and my daughter, we have the same name. She looks at everything. I'm in here putting certain things in so that when she's scrolling through YouTube, certain things don't come up, and I gotta try to explain to her. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing anything extra. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to prove to nobody who I'm with or what I'm doing, because that's not what I do. That's not what I do. Like, nobody shouldn't have any ill will towards me because I ain't do nothing to nobody. Nobody in the whole situation should have any ill will towards me. Nobody. I mean, you're just you're punching the air. That my air. I've never breathed so freely in my life. Okay. I couldn't take it anymore. I said, hey, this ain't what it is. We can't keep doing this. We talking about people being truthful. Truthful? The truth, you will probably literally, like, people will cry if they knew the truth. Like, literally cry. Like, cry. 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 I look at it now and I feel sorry for old girl. Like, I feel sorry for her because I know the circles that's being ran and wrapped around over there. Like, I would cry. I feel bad. I feel bad. Stop calling me. Stop calling me. Stop calling me. Stop calling me. Hello. Hello. Oh, I'm on live. I thought you was calling me to tell me to get off live. No, I'll call you back. How am I going outside? Because I'm not sitting here telling y'all everything that happened. That in a marriage, if you've never been married, you understand? If you've never been married, you wouldn't understand the bond that's supposed to be between two people. You wouldn't understand that. You wouldn't understand Hold on, what you saying? Listen. I know what people care about. That man, he cares about what y'all think. I don't care about what y'all think. Like, not unfortunately, not trying to be funny. I appreciate my fans and people that are actually my fans and that love me. You understand? But I don't care what people think. Can't nobody with a revolving door on a coochie tell me I'm for the streets. I've been with the same man. I was with the same man for almost 20 years. Can't nobody tell me I'm for the street and make me feel some type of way? Are you crazy? Can't nobody tell me, oh, you fumbled it. It's so funny watching people like, you had a good husband. He's only had one wife. The only person that can tell y'all if he's a good husband or not. And when he was, I told y'all that. I told y'all. When shit was cool, when shit was like, when it was what I thought it was, I kept it a being. When it's not, when it wasn't, I ain't say nothing. I dealt with it. I ain't never met a bitch. I've been waiting for somebody to just use a little bit of common sense. I ain't never met a female who has a perfect dude that takes care of her, helps her financially, emotionally, physically, is there for you, treat you like this wonderful thing, right? And you just say, you know what? I don't care. Fuck this whole shit. Who does that? Nobody. Oh, everyone looks so much happier now. Girl, man, don't nobody fall in love faster than somebody with nowhere to stay. The fuck? I literally told him, every time your current come up says my name or does something that I feel is trying to attack me in any type of way, I'ma drag you. And I haven't even been dragging them. Bad enough, you got my daughter's mom out here looking crazy because you refuse to tell people, hey, me and Rem haven't even slept in the same bed since May 2022. You don't want to tell nobody that. You were so wrapped up in the whole black love thing. That was your thing. That was the only thing you had. And I realized that. And I respected that. You know what? I don't need to be out here telling people you ain't this and you ain't got this and you ain't doing this and you ain't that. Whoever get you, they'll see. I see one of these. She was like, she said there was others. Who are they? I want to know. Do your own homework. No. Well, why she outed me? Because you loud. And I know he cares about his personal image and what people think. I needed that.
In the room. Like, but that takes time. And like I said, that's not my place to speak on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll get handled. I just know that from my perspective, I'm with him every day. And when I'm not with him, we're on the phone every day and we're talking and we're FaceTiming and, you know, we love each other. So that's just kind of what it is. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's a situation and it is what it is.
I'm assuming you mean like you want to wait till the divorce is like official. Does that keep you from like giving your all?
No. No, because we're together all the time.
So the all is already given, is what she's saying.
Yeah, that's it. We already talk we talk about so many different things, and I'm 30, so we talk about kids and family and stuff like that. But like that still has to get taken care of. Somebody is just truthful with you from the beginning, but there is no secrets. It's just, hey, this is what it is. And do you accept or do you not accept? That's kind of what it was. And he's been truthful from the beginning. Women are women. I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't have any ill will toward any women. And I don't have any ill will toward her. You know what I'm
y'all
saying?
haven't spoke or nah.
No, I mean, she made her post and whatever, and that was about it. But like I said, women are women. They're very emotional creatures. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was just, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was emotions or I don't know what it was because I don't know her and she don't know me. When somebody is just
that needs to be stopped. Let's be very, very.
So here's the thing. I don't really think that she said, and when I say she, I'm talking about Clarissa. I don't really think she said nothing completely out of the way about Remy Ma and what she got going on with Pap. I just felt like she already knew that, you know, it was going to be talked about or going to be asked about. But at the same time, it's kind of like this. If Remy was asked not to be spoken on when she ain't speaking on you, then she got the right to respond at the same time. Although I don't think it was really that serious or she didn't say nothing out of bounds, but I don't want to be talked about. So why are you talking about me? And let's be honest, there are people out there that's making Papoose look like he is the king of all God, a king of all men and this black love savior. But no one's perfect. You know, no one is perfect. We have to be honest about it and just say that Pap could have possibly been out there outside doing his thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like he could have been outside doing that. And that's not to take nothing away from him because I still like Papoose, but I don't put nothing past any man. I've had enough men, okay, to know that you can't put nothing past none of them. You can't put nothing past no man. Like a man could love bomb you all day, make you feel good about yourself, you know, make you happy, make you open your legs, all kinds of stuff. But down the line, you find out who they really are. And that's just what it was with Pap and Remy. Now, I ain't saying that Remy wasn't perfect either. But I do think that she's kind of looking like a crash out at the same time. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just does come across like she is looking like a crash out, and she's talking about he's only with Clarissa for housing and that he's a broke nigga and things like that. But don't try. Here's the thing. Don't try to out a motherfucker for being broke when you didn't give a fuck about that broke dick when you was getting it all the time. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the thing that I be saying, because even with the people that I used to date, I don't, you know, use like I may call like one of my old boyfriends a cockeyed bitch. I didn't give a fuck about the cocked eye when I was fucking them, so it really didn't matter. You feel what I'm saying? But don't, you know, I try not to go there. I try to practice what the fuck I preach for most of the time. But it's just like this. You got a nigga too. You got a nigga and he got him another woman. So at this point, it really don't matter. I mean, I get that you don't want to be spoken upon when it come down to Clarissa. Like you don't want her speaking on you because you don't talk about her and your nigga don't talk about Pap. So you feel like you need that same respect or whatever. I mean, I do get that part, but you got a man and it really shouldn't even matter at this point. But I just feel like at this point, whatever y'all got going on, y'all need to end y'all business and just move on. That's just what I think, Remy. But you know, to each his own, Remy, to each his own, honey. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. This ain't going to be no long live tonight. It's probably going to be about 30 to 45 minutes at the most. This is about Evelyn. Now, Jennifer Williams' husband and scammer, Christian Gold, his family went on live and had a message for Evelyn. They got some things to say to Evelyn, and I feel like at this point, Evelyn should have just sat there and ate her food because she's talking way too goddamn much about these folks and what's going on. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. Let's hear what the family got to say, and let's move on.
Okay? Why don't you talk about what's going on in your house? Like, your baby daddy, go pay his artists. He owe his artists. Don't he his failed record company? Like, dude, don't you owe Meg? Don't you owe these people? Go pay these people. Won't she worry about that? Like, your daughter is living in the house with you. Y'all don't get no financial support because all his checks going to BMI. Why don't you talk about these kind of things? Like, I don't know. You're so invested in what Jen and Christian got going on, but you don't want to talk about the things that's going on in your household.
You don't want nobody else to talk about the things.
Yeah. You say I shouldn't talk about your daughter. The game has fucked you and your daughter. Okay. Right. They got pictures where you and Tiffany and Shawnee and your daughter is all there while you was pregnant. But then your daughter go and fuck the same dude you didn't fuck who y'all friend. Like he done ran a train on y'all at this point. You know, I'm just saying, like, you know, don't your baby daddy owe people's money, drown in his goddamn pool. He got sued for that. It's a lot of topics that we could talk about. Bitch, Evelyn, you was pregnant with Carl's child at the same time his own daughter was just 5 months old. Bitch, do the math. Talk about that. He was with his ex while you was pregnant. Talk about that. There's so much other shit that you could be talking about. Jen, Christian and this girl was broken up before he even got with Jen. But you around here fucking a nigga who got a wife. And his child 5 months, and you 6 months pregnant. Bitch, can you add? But that's just who you are. You talk about everything, but let me tell you something, bitch. You go low, I'm going straight to hell. I can give a fuck. Okay? Why don't you talk about what's going on in your house?
I just want to say that she read her the fuck down. Listen, she read Evelyn the fuck down, honey. Okay, she read Evelyn down. I don't give a fuck. She read Evelyn down. Should I play this read one more time? Because I kind of got a little bit of delight by this read. Okay, I can't even tell y'all no lies. I kind of got a little bit of delight from this read. Y'all didn't even get to see my facial expressions when this damn read came up. Do y'all need for me to play this read one more time before I get my commentary and move on? Because baby, she read her like a dictionary, thesaurus, non-fiction novel, fiction novel, all that. I'm here for it. Bring her to the show. Okay, bring her to the show. Okay, I see a couple of y'all saying run it back. We finna run this motherfucker back, honey. We finna run this motherfucker back, okay? Oh, we finna run it back. We finna run it back, baby. We finna run it back, okay? For real, though. For real. We finna run it back. Let me put this phone on silent because we got to run it back, y'all. Here we go. Let's run it back.
Like, your baby daddy, go pay his artist. He owe his artist, though. His failed record company.
Exactly, because you know Megan Thee Stallion had issues with him. Erica Banks had issues with him, honey. Okay, we all know what type of issues Coral Crawford had with his artists. We already know that. We know that, so she didn't tell no motherfucking lies when she said that. And on top of that, your baby daddy is a part of the hate train when it comes down to Megan Thee Stallion, and you supposed to be somebody that's all for women that's been going through DV, and you ain't said a goddamn word. Shout out to Feisty because she said in the comments as well. I had to regurgitate what she said, okay? But yes, honey, you ain't said nothing about Meg and all this other stuff, but you all for DV and stuff. Okay, honey. Let's continue.
Like, dude, don't you owe Meg? Don't you owe these people? Go pay these people. Won't she worry about that? Like, your daughter is living in the house with you. Y'all don't get no financial support because all his checks going to BMI. Why don't you talk about these kind of things? Like, I don't know. You're so invested in what Jen and Christian got going on, but you don't want to talk about the things that's going on in your household.
You don't want nobody else to talk about the things.
Yeah. You say I shouldn't talk about your daughter. The game has fucked you and your daughter. Okay, they got pictures where you and Tiffany and Shawnee.
Baby, didn't I say the other day when we were talking about the fact when I was doing my review and I said I wouldn't be surprised if Evelyn fucked the game too? Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Y'all can't tell me nothing. I said that a couple of days ago. I specifically said that I am surprised that Evelyn ain't fucked the game herself. I said that. And the fact that this lady then came through and set her ass in front of this damn phone and said that the gang fucked you and your daughter, bitch, I believe it. I believe every single solitary word that she's saying. I believe it, honey. I believe every goddamn word. I promise you, I believe it. I believe that they nigga flippers. I believe it. I believe they nigga flippers. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. They like pancake mix. I believe that shit. Let's continue on, y'all.
And your daughter is all there while you was pregnant. But then your daughter go and fuck the same dude you didn't fuck with, who y'all friends. Like, he didn't ran a train on y'all at this point. You know, I'm just saying, like, you know, don't your baby daddy owe people's money, drown in his goddamn pool. He got sued for that. It's a lot of topics that we could talk about. Bitch, Evelyn, you was pregnant with Carl's child at the same time his own daughter was just 5 months old. Bitch, do the math. Talk about that. He was with his ex while you was pregnant. Talk about that. There's so much other shit that you could be talking about. Jen, Christian and this girl was broken up before he even got with Jen. But you around here fucking a nigga who got a wife. And his child 5 months, and his child 5 months, you 6 months pregnant. Bitch, can you add? But that's just who you are. You talk about everything, but let me tell you something, bitch. You go low, I'm going straight to hell. I can give a fuck.
She could give a fuck.
Okay? Why don't you talk about what's going on?
To be honest, y'all, we finna keep it all the way a buck, y'all, for real. We finna keep it real right now. Shout out to Bundy Blue, because she live right now. But I know that's why I'm not trying to be on here long, because Bundy is live. But let me just tell y'all this. We're going to keep it all the way a buck right now. As much as a scammer as this woman's nephew might be, and we're talking about Christian is a scammer. We know that he's a scammer. We know that he owe people money. But everything that she said about Evelyn is the motherfucking truth. And everybody in this bitch knows it. That is the truth. And Jennifer, if you had any sense in the goddamn world, I'm gonna need for you to bring her ass on this show so she can read Evelyn the way that you can't read her. I'm just being honest, okay? Now, let me just see what because somebody made a comment up in here that was very much so interesting to me. Oh, and it was from our very own Nandy J, the one that I was talking about on the last live. Shout out to you, Nandy J. She says that Evelyn was reportedly friends with Tiffany, which is Game's ex baby mama, the teacher, the cool lady that he did that reality TV show with years ago. So you mean to tell me that Evelyn was friends with Tiffany? Then, you know what I'm saying? Shanice was also around Tiffany. So she fucking the Game, got pregnant by the Game. And then also Evelyn was fucking them too, allegedly. That's what the people saying. Girl, y'all are something else, honey. Y'all are something else. Now, I ain't gonna say that Evelyn fucked the Game, but what I am gonna say is I wouldn't be surprised if she did fuck the Game. Okay? That's what I am saying. I ain't saying that she fucked him. What I'm saying is, if she did fuck him, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay? That's always been the wild part, is how you friends with Tiffany and now your daughter got a baby by Tiffany's ex. Well, let's just get down with the get down. Let's get down with the get down. Okay? Wait. Was pretending to be true friends with Tiffany back then. Tiff was at Ev's baby shower. Ooh, girl! Y'all are spilling the tea up in here, honey. Y'all are spilling the tea. She was Tiffany's kid's godmother. That is how close they were. Y'all mean to tell me that? Okay, wait. Y'all mean to tell me? Because I didn't know this. Y'all mean to tell me that Evelyn was friends with Game's ex-girlfriend and now her daughter fucking the Game and got a baby by him? Is that what y'all telling me right now? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Is that what y'all telling me? Because if that's what y'all telling me, that is some trifling ass shit. We got to be real about that. That is some trifling ass shit to do to somebody, honey. That is trifling. If you sitting up here, how the fuck is you gonna be friends with a bitch and then have your daughter fucking this girl's man and get a baby bound. What type of shit is that? That don't make sense, honey. I promise you, it don't make sense. It just don't make sense. And baby, ooh, girl, this is why people say the shit that they say about Evelyn and her daughter. This is the reason why. But then again, we sit up here asking these questions as to how the hell is Tiffany and Evelyn friends, but then Shanice go and her man and have a baby by him. Girl, look at who her mama is. Remember that song? Remember that song by Juvenile? She get it from my mama. That's what this is. She get it from my mama. That's what this is, girl. Oh my God. This is crazy. The receipts are online. There's pictures of Tiffany at Evelyn's baby shower holding Evelyn's stomach. Look them up. Oh my God. If I'm not mistaken, Scotty, I believe someone that interviewed the game asked him, have he ever slept with Evelyn? I think he smiled but didn't comment on it. Girl. Yes, it's pics of them at Evelyn's baby shower. Oh, this is the tea, honey. This is the tea. This is the tea. This is the tea. I did not know about this. That's what you're being told. Evelyn tried to act like they weren't that close, but she lied. Oh my God. See, that's what I mean by Evelyn ain't shit. Evelyn ain't shit, y'all. And y'all know Evelyn ain't shit, but y'all be want to get mad at a motherfucker like me for telling y'all that the girl ain't shit. Evelyn ain't shit now. I want y'all to know that. She not. She not. Oh my God, that is crazy. I did not know that, but I had to be very not in tune with this shit when this shit went down. But baby, that is something serious, honey. Oh, and all that shit that Evelyn sit down there and like I said, I'm not no fan of Jennifer at all. Let's be clear. I'm not a fan of Jennifer in the least bit, y'all. But I just got to say this. All this time she spent on this damn show talking all this shit about Jennifer and what the fuck Jennifer got going on when she got all that going on that she could be talking about, but she don't want to talk about it. Girl, bye. Moving on to the next topic of the day. And then after this, we got one more. And that is Glow and Megan Thee Stallion. I hate the way I made this damn graphic. Their couch is supposed to be all the way down to the end, but whatever. But yes, these two besties, there was a little bit of miscommunication yesterday on social media, honey. But we're going to go ahead and get into it, y'all. So let's talk about it. Now, let's move this out the way. Now, it all started with this post. Now, Glorilla shared a meme. I guess that's a meme, and it had a Tory Lanez record playing when she shared it, right? And the situation was saying, I'm forever grateful for the heart that I have, the way that I love, the way that I treat people, my pure intent, and it's all a blessing. Not too long after she posted that, Meg unfollowed Glorilla. Okay, she unfollowed her. But then not too long after that, but then that is the same. So this is where it came from. This is where the meme came from. It came from this page. And as you can see, there's the Tory Lanez song at the top, right? So, okay, that's the first thing. So let's move on. Next thing you know, they said it was a false alarm, and Meg refollowed Glorilla on Instagram after the whole post situation came about. Okay, that's it. And then that is when Glorilla stated, I don't do internet shit and I don't do mess. It was an innocent repost, y'all BSing. Okay, so that was her response to all of the backlash that she received about reposting that meme with Megan, with not Megan, but Tory Lanez record playing. Now let's look at what people are saying, right? In the comments. And I gotta go through these comments before I give you guys my thoughts, because I think y'all probably know where I'm gonna go with this. If y'all know me well enough, y'all probably know where I'm gonna go with this. And you know, it is what it is. Y'all know I'm going to keep it all the way a bean. For those of you who are just now tuning in, though, make sure you guys are subscribing to the platform, okay? There's been a soft month for me as far as content goes, because I ain't really been nothing to talk about. But, you know, I promise you next month we're gonna really get to some things next month. Because next month is Black Music Month. And you know what that means. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into what the comments are saying. Now, the comments are saying, Glow is not the problem, Meg is. Then someone else says, she's wild for immediately unfollowing if they cool. Someone else says, Meg is that draining friend you got to walk on eggshells around because any little thing can and will trigger her. Someone says, like I said, she didn't even know the song was on the post. Okay. What else is being said? All this tells me that Glow is Meg's friend and Glow is Meg's friend and Megan is Megan's friend. Y'all said Onika was doing too much. She distanced herself from people who are friends with her ops. Yes, I brought her up because it's always a double standard. Y'all are annoying. Y'all always got to bring Nikki ass up into every fucking thing. But when somebody else bring her ass up, then y'all want to be all up in your feet about it. Shut the fuck up and stop bringing her up. Okay. Let me see what else is going on here with the comments. Child, the fact is, Meg was quick to get you out of here. That should speak volumes. She didn't consider you a friend to reach out and see what it was or wasn't. But hey, y'all would say she not a mean girl, but all this Tory stuff was because she was not a good friend. Someone says, because Glow was an adult and called her like Meg should have done. That's why I like Glow. Someone says, even if it was an accident, it's never that deep, because who's Meg, the fuck? Someone says, we know Glow. You ain't got to explain nothing to nobody. Someone says, I understand that Meg is the victim, but don't be trying to turn everybody else against him. And I think that I'm going to stop right there because I think that people are missing the point about this situation. And some of y'all may disagree with me. Some of y'all might agree. And I probably ain't going to give a fuck either way. But I'm just going to be real with y'all, okay? I don't think that Megan is doing too much. And what I mean by I don't think that Meg is doing too much is simply because this is not just some regular nigga that she was fucking around with and she don't fuck with him no more. Or this ain't no friend that she just randomly fell out with. This is a motherfucker that's her. Okay? This is a motherfucker that harassed her, humiliated her, had all these people turn on her and things like that. Who after the whole shooting incident even happened was sitting up there making music videos with horse legs on a barbecue grill, like doing all kinds of things to taunt this girl with this whole situation. So anything, and on top of that, let's not forget, on top of that, this entire week, she's reliving this case because people want to come up after this nigga then got chopped up like a damn cucumber while you're making a salad with it. Now all of a sudden there's supposed to be some evidence to come out to prove his innocence and that Megan was lying and all this other shit, right? So to me, it's like, how the fuck y'all gonna sit up here and say that this girl is doing way too much when at the same point in time, it's kind of like, that's not too much. How dare you say you my friend, but you sharing the post of a motherfucker that tried to take me out? I would never be okay with that. I would never be okay with that. And let's be abundantly goddamn clear. There are people that I'm cool with that, you know, my friend. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I see this. Okay. Got it. But there's people that, like, I got a lot of friends, and you know this already, a lot of them. But, and then there's some people that they don't with that I'm still cool with. But you will never see me sharing their shit. I'm mainly cordial at best. You can be cordial all day, but you ain't gonna, I'm not sharing your shit. I'm not gonna share nothing that is disrespectful to my friend. I ain't never doing that. I don't give a fuck, to be quite honest. Because let's be clear. If she was out here sharing shit, let's just say if it was Glorilla in this spot right now, and she got hurt by Tory, and if Megan was sharing that goddamn post with Tory's song playing, everybody would have been going in on Megan, calling her all kinds of snakes and fake ass bitches and all that other shit. What people got to understand is this right here. That girl that went through a whole lot of shit with people that were supposed to be her friend, like the baby and other folks like that who turned on her for the sake of this leprechaun, Lil Bill looking ass motherfucking bitch. Okay? Many people have turned on her for the sake of this man. So, of course, her seeing Glow sharing a post with this man's song playing is a trigger for her. Because it would have been a trigger for me, because that'll make me feel like you're supporting a nigga that tried to hurt me and that has turned all these people against me. And here I am going through the storm yet again, reliving this case all over again because of this nigga. You feel what I'm saying? On the flip side, I have shared posts on Instagram to my story where I didn't know the song was playing, because a lot of times that shit be on silent, so I really don't be paying attention to the shit half the time. So I can honestly understand where Glow could be, kind of, confused by the situation. But girl, the post was up there for 3 hours. And not only was it up for 3 hours, but then your friend turned around and unfollowed Megan as well when you unfollowed Megan. So what's really going on here? Now, I'm glad that y'all have decided to let bygones be bygones, clean the shit up, be cool again, follow each other again, and all this other stuff. Because I really liked y'all friendship, to be quite honest. I really did. I really do like that. But at the same point in time, it's like, but what's really going on? Because shit, Glow unfollowed Meg too after Meg unfollowed her. So what's the tea? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the tea? Like, what's really going on? So then we got this whole DreamCon stuff that happened. And this is what was said with that. So it stated that we love and support Megan Thee Stallion. We are deeply sorry for the recent activity involved in liking, engaging with negative comments directed at her. We recognize that our actions are contributed to a negative online environment. We take full responsibility as we work forward, fostering a more positive and respectful space. It does not reflect DreamCon's views, values, nor support for Megan, and we're committed to creating a safe and respectful and inclusive environment for our entire community. Megan is not only a powerhouse in music culture, but also a symbol of resilience, as well as an empowerment for so many around the world. We stand with her. Moving forward, we are implementing stricter oversight for our social media team to uphold the standards of respect that everyone in our community deserves, and to ensure this will never happen again. Okay? So yeah, that happened with the DreamCon stuff. And like I said, y'all got to understand that girl going through a whole lot of stuff. Like, people keep on, just like Payne said, they keep on ripping the scab off every 10 damn minutes. Like, come on now. Y'all keep on ripping the scab off. Y'all keep on reminding this girl of something that happened to her 5 years ago. Y'all keep on trying to say she lying. Y'all keep on trying to debunk everything that she say. Leave the fucking girl alone and move on. You feel what I'm saying? And on top of that, ain't nobody speaking on her behalf. The only person we've seen speak on her behalf is SZA. We've seen Bun B speak on her behalf. But what about her industry friends? Like, what about like Glow? And what about Lotto? And, Flo Millie and Lizzo and, Normani and Victoria Monet. Like, all these girls that she support. I think Asian Doll says something. But where are these girls that she hang with and that she be fucking with all the time? Where these girls at? Why ain't nobody saying nothing? Why ain't nobody saying that? I know Cardi liked the post, but why ain't nobody speaking on her behalf? You feel what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But I know if it was my friend, I'd stand 10 toes behind my motherfucking friend. Period. Now, I ain't gonna post nothing to start no shit. But I'm gonna let it be known. I stand with motherfucking Jamar. I stand with motherfucking Carl. I stand with motherfucking Tremere. I stand with them. You gonna know where I stand, bitch. So, but that's just me though. Everybody ain't gotta put their neck on the line. That's just me. Now we're gonna go to the last topic of the day, and that is more Megan Thee Stallion stuff. And this is Megan and Tory. More about this case. Now, this is what's going on. Now, Megan's legal team has released a PowerPoint presentation, y'all, regarding Tory's conviction and refutes the attacks on the on facts that surrounded the shooting or whatever, right? So let's get into it. So Daystar Peterson admitted to shooting Megan Pete. Okay. Now, on July the 12th, 2020, just hours after violently shooting Megan Pete, aka Megan Thee Stallion, Daystar Peterson, aka Tory Lanez, called Kelsey Harris from jail and admitted to pow-powing Pete. The following text is from the recorded jail call. I know Megan probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again. But I just want you to know, bro, I was just so fucking drunk. I ain't even know what the was going on, bro. Like, dead. I would never do something like that. I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I just didn't understand what the was going on, bro. Regardless, that's not gonna make anything right, and that's not gonna make my actions right. Now, what does that sound like to y'all? What does that sound like to y'all? Like, for real, what does that sound like to y'all? That don't sound like no innocent man. For real. That don't sound like no innocent man. Honestly, does it sound like an innocent man to y'all? Because this is the person that everybody keep on saying that let me see, that, you know, he's innocent, he ain't do it. But according to this, he's not innocent. That's what I'm getting from it. This nigga ain't innocent. He guilty. But moving on, y'all. Moving on. Harrison confirmed that Tory paid. Minutes after the shooting, Harris texts Pete's security guard, help, Tory, Meg, and handled me 911. Okay. Now, September 14, 2022, Harris did an interview with prosecutors. On September 14, 2022, Harris, in the presence of her attorney and husband, participated in a recorded interview with prosecutors and an investigator. Harris admitted to prosecutors that she witnessed Peterson shooting the gun, definitely in Miss Pete's direction. Harris confirmed that Peterson offered her and Pete $1 million to stay silent. Peterson begged Pete and Harris to keep quiet, offering each a bribe of $1 million. Question, what is Tory saying to you? I don't remember anything he was saying to me in that moment, but when we got in the car, we heard the police sirens, and now he's saying, please don't say anything. I give y'all $1 million. I can't go to jail. I already got caught with a gun before. Don't tell on me. Peterson tried to buy silence through the bribes, right? So Peterson begged, well, that's already been said already. Did he offer $1 million so that you wouldn't say anything about the case? He mentioned the $1 million. Okay, so that's what Kelsey said then. So then here we go. Peterson's story has evolved over the years. The first lie, Peterson initially claimed that Pete was never but stepped on broken glass. The second lie, at trial, Peterson's lawyers argued that Harris, not Peterson, was the shooter. Third lie, Peterson claimed that the LAPD lost or misplaced firearm or bullet fragments. Okay. First lie, Pete stepped on glass, not. So the doctor who of Cedars Medical Center's orthopedic surgery department testified that surgery was necessary to remove the bullet fragments from Mrs. Pete's feet. Okay. So those are all the procedures that they said were done. And then the second lie was that Harris paid. At trial, Peterson's counsel argued that Harris, not Peterson, was the shooter. There is no evidence that my client intentionally shot a firearm, ladies and gentlemen. The only person who, in the record, intentionally shot a firearm was Kelsey Harris when my client's in the back of the car and it hadn't gotten out yet. There's no evidence that he shot her. Okay, so that's what they're saying, right? Moving on. Second lie, Harris, Pete. On September the 25th, 2020, Peterson admitted himself publicly that Harris had not pow-powed Pete. Harris' DNA was not on the gun. DNA evidence shows that the DNA on the gun came from a man, not a woman. Okay, we're still on the second line. Peterson's DNA could not be excluded from the gun. Peterson had his own DNA expert testify at the trial. Both prosecution and defense DNA experts reached the same conclusion. Peterson could neither be included or excluded as a contributor to the DNA found on the weapon. Unsworn rumors being spread as fact. Okay, so this is where we're at now. Now, Bradley James, allegedly a former bodyguard of Harris, claims overhearing Harris admit to shooting the firearm. But James was not an eyewitness to the shooting. He was not present at the scene of the crime. James has never provided any sworn testimony or is subject to cross-examination. James has not publicly addressed these claims himself. Peterson's team merely alleges what James said. Despite being cited as a key source, James failed to appear at the press conference to support these allegations. Sworn testimony supports Pete. Okay, so a former content moderator for blogger Milagro Cooper testified under oath that Peterson admitted to Cooper that Pete was shot when the gun went off during the struggle. Peters publicly claimed that Pete merely stepped on glass, directly contradicting his own private admission, a fabrication that was subsequently amplified by his social media surrogates, including Milagro. Peterson chose not to call a key witness at trial. Peterson declined to call Jaquan Smith, his bodyguard and driver, as a witness, although Smith was available and present at court. Smith spoke to the judge in the chambers. Smith's declaration came only after trial. Smith has never been subject to cross-examination. Okay, now here's the ring footage stuff. Peterson's team has recently claimed that they have obtained ring footage that supposedly exonerates Peterson. Not so. The ring audio was not new. It was admitted into evidence at trial as trial exhibit number 12 and was considered by the jury. Peterson could have testified, but did not. Peterson had the opportunity to testify and tell his side of the story, but he didn't. Unsworn rumors versus sworn testimony. Unsworn rumors, Daystar Peterson, Milagro Cooper, Bradley James. Inconsistent with evidence, never testified, did not swear under penalty or perjury to tell the truth. Sworn testimony, Megan P., Dr. Lee, Detective Judy Little, Randy, an LAPD criminalist. I don't know how to pronounce this person's name, but he was an LAPD firearms examiner. Consistent with evidence, has testified, has sworn under penalty of perjury to tell the truth. Okay. And the last slide is this here. Despite Mr. Lanes being convicted by trial and by overwhelming evidence that included his own admission of guilt, okay, he and his team, flanked by any ignorant person they could find, have pushed whatever misleading narrative they can. One by one, their misleading statements unravel, and all that is left is the simple truth. He was convicted by overwhelming evidence, and those who seek to traumatize the victim of the crime should be called out as foolish bullies, via Megan's lawyer, Alex Sparrow. And that's pretty much the gist of that. So yeah, that's the truth of the matter. Now, they did say that in 36 hours, we were supposed to see some evidence that was going to free this man from what he did to Megan Thee Stallion. And we ain't seen no evidence over the last 36 hours. Where's the evidence? Inquiring minds want to know where the evidence is. Where's the evidence and why we ain't seen the goddamn evidence? That's all I'm saying. Where's the evidence? Because y'all swore up and down that he was going to be exonerated from this and all of this. And we ain't seen no damn evidence. So y'all, excuse me. So y'all can sit up here and constantly throw in the fact that, yes, bitch, I lied to Gayle King, bitch. You can sit up there and say that all the fuck you want to as many times as you would like. But that does not mean that she didn't get, that does not mean that Tory didn't do the motherfucking shit. I still think he did it. And I don't care what nobody got to say about it. All y'all who thinks otherwise, I definitely think that he did it. Scotty, apparently Amber Rose is the one that got that congresswoman involved. It's crazy. And why is she even involved in? But that's another story for another day, y'all. Like I said, y'all leave Meg alone. Stop traumatizing this girl. And every time she speak out on her trauma, then y'all want to say that she a victim. She want to be the victim so bad. But guess what, motherfuckers? She is a goddamn victim. Are you listening? But okay. That's all I got for y'all. I really hope that y'all enjoyed the show. We only had 4 topics tonight, but I hope you guys enjoyed it regardless, okay? Because I had a great time doing this live. I've been having a good time doing these lives lately, but you know, yeah, we had close to 300 people in here tonight, and I really appreciate you guys. But I'm about to go on and get up off of here. I need to go up to the store real quick and listen to Bundy as I go up to the store, y'all. I'll talk to you guys at another time. Hopefully the guys will agree to do the chasing panel tonight, even though it's gonna be late, but we'll see what we can make shape. I'm out here, y'all. Until next time. Bye.
It's on some whole shit. What happened to the Zeus fame? Then Bobby made you change your name. For a show, still searching for a ring. Pray these hoes find better days. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Nobody. Nigga never was a real one. Copping, please, spreading lies. What you hiding from? All these shows just an extra.
Little dance now, twerking on shit like
bad bitch, munch it up, cock goblin. Slapping ass on this dick, cock goblin. Gobble up his dick, bitch, a cock goblin. Fuck him in his face, bitch, a cock goblin.
attitude bad, but I'm better. Ass poke out just fatter.